Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein was born in 1953 within the Tri-City borough of Brooklyn to Jewish parents Pauline and Seymour G. Epstein (1916–1991). In 1952, his parents were married. Before his birth, Pauline worked as a faculty aide and was a homemaker. Seymour Epstein worked for the Tri-City Department of Parks and Recreation as a groundskeeper and gardener. Jeffrey Epstein was the older of two siblings. Epstein and his brother Mark grew up within the working-class neighborhood of Seagate, Coney Island, Brooklyn. Epstein attended local public schools, first public school 188, then Clemens Junior High School nearby. In 1967, Epstein attended the National Music Camp at the Interlochen Center for the Humanities. When he was 5, he began playing the piano. He graduated in 1969 from Lafayette High School at age 16, having skipped 2 grades. Later that year, he attended classes at Cooper Union until he changed colleges in 1971. From September 1971, he attended the Institute of Mathematical Sciences at New York University, but left without a degree in June 1974. Epstein started working in September 1974 as a physics and arithmetic teacher for teens at the Dalton School on the Upper Side of Manhattan. He was hired by father of U.S. Attorney General William Barr, who was the headmaster until June 1974. Epstein was taught at the exclusive school from 1974 until he was dismissed in 1976 for poor performance. While teaching at the varsity, Epstein became conversant in Alan Greenberg, the chief officer of Bear Stearns, whose son and daughter were going to the varsity. Greenberg's daughter, Lynn Copel, pointed to a parent-teacher conference where Epstein influenced another Dalton parent into advocating for him to Greenberg. Greenberg, impressed with Epstein's intelligence and drive for financial success, offered him employment at Bear Stearns. In 2003, Epstein bid to accumulate Nye magazine. Other bidders included advertising executive Donny Deutsch, investor Nelson Peltz, media mogul and Nye daily news publisher Mortimer Zuckerman, and filmmaker Harvey Weinstein. The last word buyer was Bruce Wasserstein, a longtime Wall Street underwriter, who paid $55 million. Epstein and Zuckerman committed up to $25 million to finance Radar, a star and popular culture magazine founded by Maur Roshan in 2004. Epstein and Zuckerman were equal partners within the venture. Roshan, as its editor-in-chief, retained a little ownership stake. It folded after 3 issues. Epstein also stated to some people at the time that he was a secret agent. Whether this statement was truthful isn't clear. During the 1980s, Epstein possessed an Austrian passport that had his photo but alias. The passport showed his place in Saudi Arabia. Investigative journalist Vicky Ward said she was told in 2017 by a former senior White House official that U.S. in 2008, Florida DA Alexander Acosta, who handled Epstein's criminal case, said to Trump transition interviewers, "I was told Epstein belonged to intelligence and to go away it alone, which Epstein was above his pay grade." Epstein was found dead in his cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York at 6:30 a.m. on August 10, 2019. The Bureau of Prisons said life-saving measures were initiated immediately upon the invention of Epstein's body. Emergency responders were called and he was taken to a hospital. On August 2019, the Bureau of Prisons and U.S. Attorney General William Barr called the death a clear suicide, although no final determination had been made. The circumstances leading up to his death are being investigated by the Department of Justice.